without my man Shady right here. Shady, what's going on? How you doing? How's Mexico City?
I'm good, man. I love Mexico, man. The tacos here are amazing, brother.
Of course, you know, we're going to relate this always back to food being our size, but one big thing in the esports community is the personality, the styles. Teams got their jerseys and whatnot, but it's really the lifestyle and clothing, and that's going to bring me to this sweatshirt you got going on. I would love to know more about it.
Yeah, so we teamed up with MetaThreads, and we're creating a piece of clothing every event. So last event we did a hoodie, and the reception from the hoodie was like amazing. Everybody loved it, and it's all limited pieces. So like this piece that we made for this event, it's only 20 of them made ever. So there's not going to be no more. So if, like you can't get it nowhere.
All right, so there's only 20 made. Hey, do me a favor, show us what's on the back here. We see the front, we see the A-star, we see the back. He said 20 of these made. So you know what we got to do, me and you? I think we need to find the best dressed person in here and give him one of these. Can we make that happen?
I think so. I think we might have an extra one somewhere. I think we can do that.
All right, man, I'm going to let you get back to it. We'll throw it back to the desk. Let's enjoy the rest of this tournament.
Thanks, Ricari. Oh my goodness, I thought we were going to follow along with them and find this best dressed person in the venue to award the sweater. Have we already done that yet?
That was Shady was the best dressed with that sweater. That crew that was looking fresh, man.
No, absolutely.
I like it.
That hoodie we got last time in San Diego too. I wear that all the time. So Astro Gaming continues to put out just some fantastic merchandise.
Yeah, that Astro Gaming and MetaThreads collaboration coming in hot. All right, but what's going on next? We have Astral. We're going to see them once again versus one of our top teams from North America, UYU, the former NRG roster. They're going to be going head-to-head. Let's go ahead and we'll clear out Astral right now. We've already seen them. We've talked on them a little bit earlier. So let's give some points on them and what they need to do to continue their fire right now for day one.
Yeah, I mean, Astral, they have to tighten up what they do. The way they played against Rebel, that's not going to fly when you're going up against Explosive, Mental, and the Dynasty roster. So I need to see them come out hot. I need to see them finish rounds. One thing they didn't do against Rebel was finish rounds off when they had advantages. They weren't finishing the fights they usually finish. They weren't getting those 5-team wipes. They weren't getting those usual trip caps. They were letting a lot of rounds go to 250. If you let a team like UYU in for that long, you're eventually just going to get beat up.
And they're going to be going up against UYU, who is very ready to prove themselves because they had an upsetting performance in San Diego, and
Very
they
upsetting.
are so they're ready. They're like, we don't care where you're number one at. We're going to come here to dominate Mexico City, and let's talk about them. UYU, they actually were mid-season 3 weeks without an org, and perhaps could have potentially, that might, as a former player, does that get in your head? And your performance?
I mean, for sure it does. I mean, a lot of things come with an org. You have something to represent, something to play for. There's a lot of perks to it, salary, merch, all that stuff. A team like this, though, think about it. They won the last two Mexico City championships. They held up the trophy. Obviously, the core three in Mental, Explosive, and Summons. They've been winning in Mexico City. They're the type of team the crowd does not get to them. They've been rooted against time and time again here in Mexico City. The first Mexico City event where they lost, and the last two, they were always getting rooted against. So I don't think the crowd's going to play a factor here.
I don't think so either, and they have a different kind of motivation than they've ever had. Again, we can call it kind of the revenge tour for this team because they've never lost twice. They're tired of hearing that the other teams are better than them and that they're not as good in this game. So they're really trying to come back, bounce back from San Diego, and just crush the competition.
Yeah, and they had a win matchup the week leading into Mexico City. So that could be some fire bringing that in. Maybe there's been some new strats they've been implementing. So that is what's up next. If you're just joining us, it is UYU versus Astral, and we're getting that set up. But in the meantime, all day long since 10 a.m. today, the open bracket has been brawling out. Let's take a look at where everyone stands. We have 4 brackets, y'all. We have 2 upper brackets and 2 lower brackets due to a 64 maxed out, sold out open. And what are we seeing here, guys? How does this look to you?
So we got our 2 qualifying teams on the winner side of the first upper bracket, Hit Gaming and Swan Gaming Y. And I actually need to check out these teams' rosters. I'm not too familiar with these guys, but they're playing well. They're playing Gears 5, and they're going to be moving on to Saturday to play against the pros.
I haven't seen a lot of Swan Gaming, but I've watched a lot of Hit Gaming while I was casting the Challenger Series for Latin America. Another team with a lot of slaying power, and they played EGYX in the grand finals a number of times. They unfortunately fell short to EGYX, but they have a lot of slaying potential, pretty good teamwork, and one of the teams that coming in this I did think could definitely make it out.
And then on the other side here, we have one team that's already qualified, but we see there I7KX, and that is our Brazilian team.
Prodigy.
Mostly Brazilian. Yeah, we always show a lot of love to Prodigy. He's one of the community members that puts in a lot of work. He does a lot of graphics for individual streamers. He's done some of the graphics for the actual esports you've seen. So that guy's he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
And also PDHM qualifying as well. A lot of players from North America that came over. I believe they've won through the Microsoft Store activation. So it's a team comprised of Scavsy, Yachty, Envies, Blast, and Handles. So kind of a sleeper team that no one probably thought much about, but on paper are fantastic players.
All right, yeah. And then here are the teams that have got knocked down to the lower bracket, and it is a single elim from here. Of course, you need to make it all the way to the end. As you see, it says on the far right, qualified. So all you got to do is make it to that one spot.
All
and
you
here
gotta
there's
do.
two. All you got to do. I know. I'm just
do the gauntlet.
Yeah, easier said than done. This is a desert right
don't
now
look
they're
at it.
playing
Just,
in. I mean, it's fun. Those guys are enjoying themselves, I'm sure. But that's a tough scene right now, playing through that losers bracket in a 64-team bracket.
Ooh.
But yeah, they're gonna have to battle it out. They're probably gonna be playing late tonight, and we'll see who actually perseveres through that losers bracket in the open bracket.
Got to have a lot of stamina to get through that. I mean, you look at it, it's like a spider web of teams. You look at the amount of matches you have to play just to make it out, especially from the lower side. So a lot of these teams got to make sure they do qualify, get some sleep, because you're going to need it.
ooh, yes. Because then they're going to be coming in tomorrow. And I want to actually plug right here, because while we're waiting, I mean, why not? We haven't talked about it for a hot second. No matter what you're doing in the open bracket, you can definitely sign up for that tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. is when registration opens up here at the venue. So come on by, sign up, you and your friend or a random, I don't know, whomever. Say, hey, I think you're good. Maybe let's play together.
And that,
you can sign them up.
Pretty sure that tournament has a cap to it too. I remember the last Mexico City event, and we had a line all the way through the venue just trying to sign up for the 2v2. So make sure you're here bright and early if you plan on playing in that.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I think there is a cap for that and for free-for-all, which is on Sunday. We'll talk more about that later, because right now, the stage is ready. Sherigan, I'm right here. That's where you guys are. Sherigan's on stage. Let's go meet our teams, UYU and Estral.
Thank you very much, Lucy. And yes, we are getting ready for our third match, featuring NA Alphas number 2. They are UYU. Yes. Hi. And on the other side, Latin America #1 ranked team for Gears 5, Estral Esports. Well, I have UAU's captain over here. What about Estral? Come to my side. Let's do some little interviews. So, starting on this side, you guys used to be the Gears Kings. So what is holding you back now? Le estoy preguntando que ellos solían ser conocidos como los reyes de Gears. ¿Qué los está deteniendo ahora?
Right now, it's just we just played F&I on the side station not too long ago. Played really well, 2 of them, and right now we're just looking forward to playing Estral. Making sure we're doing what we've been practicing in the past few weeks. So very excited to play them.
Así que han estado practicando bastante las últimas 2 semanas. Han pasado por un mal momento a lo largo de la transición. But new challengers are approaching. Have you been studying them, getting to know more about them?
I think we just focus more on ourselves more than other teams. Obviously, we do study other teams as well, but for the most part, we focus on ourselves and what we do around the map. So, yeah.
Así que le pregunté, bueno, pues hay nuevos retadores, tenemos nuevos fuertes contendientes, los han estudiado y dice, bueno, nos hemos estado enfocando un poquito más en nuestro juego, más que fijarnos en el enemigo. De este lado, bueno, se van a enfrentar a un titán. ¿Cómo se sienten al respecto?
Estamos emocionados por enfrentarnos a UYU. La verdad, sabemos que va a ser un match reñido y esperamos salir adelante.
So they are telling us that they are excited to be fighting against UYU and they are more than ready. Your expectations, tus expectativas, algo más allá del número 2?
Bueno, esperamos como siempre ganar, así como todos los equipos, ganar fácil, 2-0.
So their expectations is to win, to get an easy win, of course. And we are going back to you guys on the analyst desk.
He said we just need to get an easy one. Do you see the look, the eyebrow raise on the other side?
Yeah,
He was like,
Summons
really?
is like,
What?
really? An easy win. I don't think anyone has ever called UIU easy. And if you think they're going to be easy, then you're in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, that's the last team I would want to underestimate or think that you have the opportunity to roll over, because it's almost impossible to do that to these guys.
Right.
Yeah, and I feel like that UIU and Estral, they kind of have such very different contrasting maps that they prefer and that they're dominant
Sure.
on. So this could be really integral to what they choose to play on, and that's right here, the maps pick and bans. Were they? Because someone said that we don't really pay attention to what other people do. We worry about us mostly, right?
So
So did he pay attention enough to see what Estral is dominant on?
So far, so good. You see UIU banning Training Grounds, a map that Estral is absolutely fantastic on. So good by them to get it out of the way early. And then, of course, UIU, if Exhibit's in there, they're picking it every single time. UIU, in my opinion, the absolute best team on Exhibit in Gears 5 Esports. Estral follows that right back up with an Asylum pick, a map that UIU's been a little bit shaky on, I would say. So definitely a map that you might want to favor Estral on. As you go forward, we have that district map pick at the end. And to me, if it goes to that third map, that's going to be a tough one because neither team are really super, super good in that map.
Sure. And I actually love this map cycle, to be honest. Exhibit UIU has been absolutely dominant on, undefeated on that map in this most recent phase, the winter phase. So for them to bring that same playstyle on to LAN, this would be a good job, a good team to test their Exhibit playstyle on. We saw earlier today, we saw Estral win on Exhibit versus Rebel, but they didn't win clean. It was 5-3, and Rebel's not even the best Exhibit team. It's UIU. So if UIU can win that Exhibit, I think that they're going to get what they want. But if somehow Estral wins Exhibit, they might actually get the easy win with a 2-0 after winning Asylum.
Yeah, I mean, easier said than done beating a team like UIU on Exhibit. And just to give some context to this matchup in particular, the last couple times they played in Emergence Days, Estral the first time actually sent them home in the round of 8 in the first round. That was obviously a very, very big upset. And then recently, they played again in Emergence Days. Estral went up 1-0 in maps, was up 4-2 on Exhibit, let the rest of it slip the way through, and then UIU, they get that momentum. If you give them an opportunity to strike, if you give them that last life, they always take advantage of it. They very quickly cleaned up the third map. But either way, Estral has been in position to beat this team in the past. Let's see if they can maybe do it in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, there's the whole conversation of, does Estral feel warmed up because they've already played a match today? This is UIU's first. Or, I'm sorry, second. Okay, right.
Both
we
of these teams are 1-0. Both of these teams are undefeated. But yeah, Estral, they're comfortable. They played on the main stage earlier. They're definitely going to have the crowd behind them. And as you said before, online, they almost beat them twice in their last 2 engagements. So maybe Estral can pull this out. I'm going to give it to them. 2-1 Estral. The home team is going to continue to win every single match in their home court advantage.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 myself, but I'm going to be on the other side. I'm going to go UIU in this matchup 2-1. I do think that Estral is going to win the Asylum, so I do think that's going to be the one map they have going for them, but I do think when it goes that third and final map, UIU's been looking a lot better on District as of late. I'm going to give them the nod if it goes the distance.
Okay.
All right, well then let's mix it up a little bit.
You're the tiebreaker, Lisa.
I do love both teams, right? And you could say Estral being dominant in Latin America, and we did just see them. It was a little sloppy in my opinion. And it's UIU, guys. We cannot forget.
Don't sleep.
This is a very excellent team. I'm going to go 2-0 UIU.
All right, so you just keep copying Ryan now. Is that what it is?
No. Is that what
It's the right person to copy, I've been right.
All right, we'll see. We'll have to see. I'm just getting a little salty. I hate being wrong, okay? I hate being wrong. It's not your fault.
Love being right.
It's fine. It's all right. You guys, it's enough from us. Predictions are predictions, and that's all they are. What's going to happen will be happening right now with our casters, Deluxe and Fru. Guys, take it away.
Thank you, Lisa, and welcome back. I am Deluxe. I'm here for the first time for the weekend with my man, my partner in crime, the man from across the pond, Mr. EGL. What more can I say, Fru? How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great. I get to debut a fantastic matchup in front of a fantastic crowd in a fantastic city. What could I ask for more?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we see we know already 2-0 for Latin America already. Estral, the new #1 in Latin America currently. We say UIU, the former champs, coming for revenge. Should be a great matchup, and it should be a very aggressive game for both teams.
Yeah, definitely. UIU, they had, as they said on the analyst desk, a pretty easy match earlier on. Estral, on the other hand, had a little bit more of a... No, it was. They had a dominant performance. And on the other hand, Estral had a bit more of a tougher one. So in the warm-up side of things, I think Estral have definitely had a little bit more test on their plate. So advantage Estral in my eyes. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and the map picks as well. They kind of talked about it on the desk for a little bit, but that Exhibit getting through, UIU is so good on Exhibit. It's the first map. That's an opportunity for them to kind of get that momentum going, get the early map win, and kind of maybe steamroll from there. We watched them yesterday do some scrims on Asylum. a little bit shaky, but today against FNI, they were not shaky at all. So they might be prepared to run that revenge tour, like Ryan would say, here in the first map and exhibit. We're going to kick it off right away through. Let's get into it.
Awesome. Yeah, let's jump on board. We're going to be on Explosive's point of view as this first match starts underway. B-Hill, obviously that contest. Exhibit very, very heavily focused on this neutral hill. The first team to get it has a huge advantage going into that mid-group. Let's see how it goes down.
Yeah, right now both teams kind of jockeying for position. Nobody going to get control of that B-Hill just yet. Don't want to get the advantage, give the advantage away too early for either team. So I like what we're seeing here. And as we know, Explosive, the IGL for this UYU squad, he'll be directing traffic, putting the numbers where they need to be, and hopefully taking control early for this squad of UYU.
Yeah, definitely so. This early game, teams are both going to be figuring each other out, kind of working out where the weak points are. Someone's just found a weak point in Estrel's defense, at least Crack getting taken out, but Mental falls as well. Explosives trying to return that kill on Reflame, and this is all back and forth now between the two teams. Early days, but it's all about that middle hill. Estrel, they have the advantage.
Yeah, back in the first round, longest respawns we're going to see. So if you go down, you're going to be out for a little bit. And that's exactly what happens to Cardia as Summons picks up another kill for the UYU squad. He's going to go over now, try to get control of B. Back over to Adverse, looking for a way around now to help his team out. Maybe support from the back.
Yeah,
back waiting for support as well. Now Explosive though on the corner, so he knows he's there. He knows he's spotted out, marking both players up for his team. Let's see if we can get some help from Adverse. Coming around now, putting in the shots, gets it down. He can take it down as well. Revive coming out from Crack. Great job by him. A great job by Estrel to come back in this round and maybe get some numbers in their favor now.
Yep, definitely so. Points are pretty even as we go into this mid game, but you can see that decap coming in on the B hill. Estrel trying to lock in that second ring, will start to pull away in points. So it's all about this defense now from Estrel. They're going to be looking to take out all members of UYU. I'm sorry.
Yeah, UYU. We had a bunch of different ways we're saying it this weekend. UYU is, I'm sure, the proper term.
It's a new team for me, so I'm getting used to it as well. Don't you worry. We'll get there.
Pronunciation better anyway. And here they go. They're going to go in there. They're going to capture C. They're going to look for a triple cap domination on round number 1. The crowd is trying to get behind this straw, but the hills are not going their way except for the A hill, which has been snuck out by them. So they're going to continue fighting 182 to 134. They have the lead, but as you see on the screen, they're going to win off in 28 seconds if they can control those two hills.
Yeah, that's the question. Right, against this team, it's always difficult to defend. We see Crack going to fall. The decap comes on the B hill as well, so we're going to see Estrel try and recap that back up, trying to get those points ticking once again. They don't have any points in the bag right now. It looks like it is going to get locked in, but the assault here is coming through. Mental gets 1, Mental gets 2. He's looking to clean up here, and they are trying to turn the table, but that cog win condition still going to stick in with 2 caps, even in UYU's favor.
Looks like Estrel wants to maybe back up play for the A-Hill. They can win off 1, but can they get the kills? Can they clean them up? Crack, fiercely, they're doing their job. Estrel, here comes the boys from UYU. One last chance to push the A-Hill and get control, but it's Estrel cleaning them up, shutting them down. The crowd getting ready to erupt on this first round as Estrel continues to show up on the main stage.
Good defense there by Estrel Esports as they lock in that first round. That's exactly what you want against this solid squad on the opposite side, right? You want to start early, get those kills in, get those caps in, and get that momentum rolling.
Yeah, but that can be tricky as well we know with a team like UYU. Sometimes you back up and play that defense. It's not always the best move. Towards the neutral hill, a couple towards your home hill. You don't want to kind of stack them. You can come back easily in that round. But very good job, Estrel. Again, looking to stay perfect here on our Friday event.
So Fiercely opening up with that 5-1. You see Adverse there 8-1 as well. Looking very strong on the eliminations front. Looks like we got a couple of grenades going down here at each of the side of the exhibit. So just to help support that opening fight.
Yeah, utility is something theme we're seeing over the weekend. Utility grenades, pistols.
Oh, and, the Boltok.
The Boltok is very, very strong. And each team seems to have a player who specializes in that weapon. So we'll see if it comes into play later on. But right now, 1-0 Estrel. They're on the lead here, but UYU takes immediate control of 2 hills, coming in, getting the kills there. 1, 2, 3 players fall for Estrel, and now UYU wants to maybe shut this round down early. They're pushing over to C, they're getting the decap, and they're looking for the capture fiercely in a 1v1, but he's kind of out of position as it's going to be nobody there for his team to support him as well.
Yeah, he's got to hope his team can get in this ring now. We're going to look at Crack. He's got that last second attempt, but he's not going to be able to get it in. It is UYU to lock in that second round, and we're going to go back to even strength here.
47 seconds, they shut it down that quick. So they're not going to let Estrel get that momentum, get that 2-0 advantage, kind of put him on the back foot. They come right back and answer. 1-to-1 now. And we're going to go back to the weapon picking, the screen selection. We're probably going to see maybe more grenades, maybe utility for one of their teammates, pistols, that bolt talk potentially.
Potentially.
And, Summon's hands, very, very deadly for UYU.
Yeah, obviously building up that home weapon placement as well is very advantageous on this map. As soon as you can get something to support that fight down bottom, something big, yeah, you're in good stead. So teams perhaps will start to place more grenades on the map, it seems. Just extra utility to help in that opening fight.
Frags everywhere.
That's no surprise. That's no surprise.
Coming over to the shark tank. Definitely some sharks in the water here looking for that first kill. 5-on-5 still, and now it's going to be explosive. The leader of the UYU squad taking control, looking to back up with some shots and get some support from his teammate. He's got 3 players in front, though, have to be careful. He's going to get shut down early, so UYU going to lose that advantage in the middle. Mental tries to do what he does and get those kills, but he's shut down as well. UYU just falling one by one now to the Astral squad, and maybe now time to back up and play a little defense. Let your guys get off respawn and get those numbers back before you start to push forward.
Solar's got to be careful here, though, because it looks like Estral, they've managed to find that flank. They're going to try and make a pincer move up there. Praise, though, on the other side of things, is going to take out Cardia. Crack has managed to rotate around and get a few shots down, and this is just damage control from a UYU. They're just going to hold up, try and get a push on now, try and make this assault on the B hill. Mental's the first one in.
Looked like for a moment there, Estral wanted to push it up, kind of put the pressure on, but now they back up, recognizing players from UYU are off respawn. They're playing a little bit of defense, fiercely with a good kill on Solars. Numbers in their favor again, scores in their favor, kills in their favor. Estral is looking really good on this round, but again, they got to keep the control here a little bit longer before they can start thinking about a points victory.
Honestly, Fearsley, he's been a menace up top right now. Just always putting the pressure right here up on this top bridge, making sure Summons cannot shoot down, cannot support his team. Got to dodge that laser if you're in that mid bridge, but this is a fight that not many people try and push upon. That's why it's so good, it's so easy to defend. Beasley falls, but Crack, he's on the flank now. Sea Hill, maybe his prize.
Yeah, and those lasers up top, audio indicator, someone's coming that way. Obviously, when you run by it, it's that audio notification.
Yep.
Summons, though, and Mental, and Brave, Summons. They're picking up kills, they're picking up some grenades, and they're picking up maybe this round for UYU. They do come out with the victory, 2-1. They take the lead over Estral, so very quickly through. We saw Estral have control, and just in the blink of an eye, a couple of kills from these guys, and way around.
In my opinion, it was the cleanup up top. It needs to come a little bit quicker there from Estral Esports. They made a fantastic opening push. They managed to find those opening kills, but they just didn't convert it into that 3-cap. We heard on the analyst desk before this match started up, Estral, they weren't really capitalizing on everything in their first game, of the day. And in this second game, it's going to be even tougher to try and do the same thing here against UYU.
Yeah, closing out the round. It's definitely a point of interest as we move forward into our 4th round, last round of the half. It'll be either a 3-1 for UYU or a 2-2 tie score. Respawns are as low as they can get right now. Incendiaries on the map for both teams. So maybe some fire coming in the middle towards that B hill.
Yep, definitely so. I mean, it's a great weapon for closing off an area, right? So shutting down perhaps one of these side flanks, even pushing up top sometimes. Some teams take it up top, but usually used down in that neutral area to try and sway the fight a little bit.
For sure, for sure. Right now, again, jockeying for position. Something we see kind of each round, waiting for that moment. There goes the flames out. They're going to get some damage, but not going to get the kill. So it is out for the UYU team. They've wasted their incent, at least for the moment. Now will be the chance for Astral Esports to come back. Full red explosive. Has to back up. Has support, though. Looks like a 3-on-3 over here on this side of the map. B-Hill still decap. Enemy neutral. 42-42 each team. And now Astral wants to move in, and they want to contest.
Yeah, good rotation there from Astral, just backing out of that fight. They knew they were in a bit of a rough spot, so why not go back, get that neutral hill, let's see if we can defend it, and that's exactly what they're going to do now. Cardia, Crack, they're opening up, they're getting a couple of kills here, and Astral looking to get this second round underway. We are going to see Explosive, get that decap. That's a big move play there. He probably will get taken out, but he's just stopping the points being put onto the Estral side as his team respawns up to defend that A-hill.
Yeah, bought him a little extra time there. Did actually fall. Obviously, 3-on-1 there. Not a good spot you want to be in, but job is done. Teammates are respawning. Straw, though, the point lead, and with control of this map, they can just stay up here, keep that cross going, keep that team fire going. They have a great shot at making it 2-2.
That they do. You can see now UYU, they're going to look in their A-hill, and this opens them up now to try and make a play. It looks like that top bridge push is coming in. We can see on the mini-map there. Great addition, by the way. That the players are just rotating around. Trying to take a bit of Astral's real estate here, trying to push forward. And now we see Praised, he's going to move up as well. And now the push comes in.
And don't forget those incendiaries will respawn, so that could be opportunity to hold control even further for Astral. They can get those up to respawn. 3-on-3 though. We see UYU wants to push up the line, throw that flash, and they're going to get the stun. Now they're going to push in. Cardio though with it down. Here comes Praise, looking to do what he does. Movement is pretty good. Shots are good. Going to push forward. Gets the knife kill. Now looking for a second on the hill. Shots are good again, but here comes Explosive to clean it up. That Wolfpack mentality for UYU working out so far. But again, 199 now, 200 points is the score for Astral. They can win off one. They can just hold it, play for their lives, not get too crazy.
Yep. Bit of a double kill there on the incendiaries. Adverse falling, so does Explosive. And as you said, Cogs still win. One hill, it doesn't matter. 35 seconds is all Estral need to tie this one up. Cardia trying to make the push on. You can see now Mental just trying to defend here. Still, it's difficult, isn't it, for UIU? They've got to push so far through this map to try and break this hold. And Estral, they know they can hold this corner.
The line is formed. The line of defense, Straw looking good. Reflame gets the kill. Here comes Solars though, getting one of his own. 239 and counting. We get to 250, that's all she wrote. Straw back on the defense. Here comes one last chance for UIU. They're going to decap that hill, but over to the B hill. We have a cap coming out from Straw. If they get it, and Adverse and Fiercely and Reflame, they're making sure they get it, and they're making sure we go to halftime. 2-2. Straw and UIU.
Into the half, we're tied now. Weapon placements are going to start to come in and start to make a bit of a difference now. We saw some incendiary kills coming in. I'd like to see things maybe upped a little bit here, but we'll keep an eye on that one as we see what the players pick in this next round.
Got to be honest, though. I mean, the best map for UYU, we said they're very dominant on it. 2-2
hey,
half. So
you can't fault Estral. Their performance so far has been good.
Maybe sloppy play in the beginning, but not anymore.
Yeah, that's it, right? You work UYU out a little bit. You try and figure them out. Obviously, they're a very difficult team to do that. That's why they're one of the most storied teams in all of Gears esports, in all of console esports, actually. And, well, let's see what we've got placed down. Looks like those incendiary grenades both been half, so those respawn time is going to be 60 seconds apiece now.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams, again, we're going to see mirroring strats, nothing new. It's about getting those kills and rotations right now. You can get them first and get themselves in position to take control early. On board now with Adverse. 13 eliminations, only 5 deaths, so doing his part for his team, and right now he's in a good position to kind of get that cross angle, get those marks out and support from that little nest area.
It's very true. Reflame, just pushing around, just swapping out these grenades. Not something you often see, actually. You see the weapon swaps come in every now and again, but the grenade swaps, not so much. A little bit of trickery, perhaps, going on the main stage.
Trickeration. A little bit of a slowdown through, as we see, each round kind of for a portion of it. Nobody wants to make the first mistake, and on a map like Exhibit, you make that first mistake, sometimes it can steamroll into a quick round victory. So both teams, they know how highly skilled each other are, and they are waiting for the proper moment to push in. Raised 9 eliminations, 6 deaths. He's usually a guy on his team that can put some serious numbers up, a player that a lot of people fear, very animated. Right now, he's kind of being, I'd say, neutralized in this match.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, but it's still early doors, right?
Yeah,
just opening into that second half. You got to remember as well, first team that dies here, they're probably going to get a second incent thrown at them. That's a great incent throw there, actually, by Explosive. Just trying to shut off that entire corner. Estral, they're going to have to rotate, trying to find that neutral hill fight here. And still, that neutral hill uncapped still. It is advantage Estral by, the smallest of amounts here as the ticks go by.
Yeah. Explosive trying to get an angle out. Teamy's going to go down, going to get the pickup though. Nice revive coming out of Straw now, finally capping up the E-Hill, so they're going to break that tie. Nope, decap coming in. It looks like the contest coming out. There's that incense tossed in the E-Hill. Nobody's going to cap. Up around the corner from Mental. Explosive shooting down with the pistol, supporting his teammate. Now wants to get in the fight. He wants to get in there too. He's going to go down. Can Mental save him now? He cannot, but he does trade a kill, and it looks like now it's going to be the team of UIU who wants to put the aggression against Straw.
Yeah, that was a great fight for them. If they can lock in this E-Hill, just a couple of points will mean all the difference here. It looks like Summons and Praise to be able to find a couple of kills here, and maybe Fiercely kind of slowing down up top now. Praise making this push against Reflame. Flashbang's going to go out. You're going to see Reflame dodging around, just trying to get his health back a little bit. He tries to get this fight. He's getting shot from all angles. You see Summons as well shooting him from down low.
Still a lot of clutter in the middle of the map. We see blue, we see red on that beautiful mini map. Like you said, a great addition to the esports spectator mode here. Love to see it. But again, any moment here, any team could take control. A couple kills either way could spell the victory for either team this round. And we're going to watch now if Adverse tries to get some shots. Now backs up to his teammate. Numbers ahead. He's getting the marks on them. It's going to be 2 players, maybe a third now around that corner for UYU. You have a lead, and now back and forth, the pendulum does swing. Astral Esports can take control. A 2-hill to 1 advantage. They're going to make UYU come to them. Down goes Replay Mel. Here comes UYU. Mental looking to get some shots in. Players still down. Can Crack save him? Crack miss rolls, and that's not going to be the play for him. Mental hops over. He's going to get the cleanup. Astral looking good. They're going to, excuse me, not Astral. UYU looking good. That's going to be all she wrote. UYU wipes them off the map.
Yeah, you're excused. It's all right.
It's the first
Honestly,
one of the weekend, okay?
It is, and that's the only.
Mark it
I'm
down.
joking. Honestly, though, from UYU's point of view there, that was a great bit of slaying prowess. They came through, realized that, yes, they had to make that play. Estral had that neutral cap, and they came through and they fired on all cylinders. That's what they do best. They find a way to win. In this case, it was that elimination victory.
The former kings of Gears of War. People say former now. We got to remember, they only lost one event.
It's one event.
One event.
It's
they
one
have
event.
not lost back-to-back events. So coming in, you know, people are doubting them, but I don't know why they would doubt this team when they've proven to be a team that rebounds very well. New org on their back now, so they want to prove something here in Mexico, a place that they have some of their best memories. Remember the reverse sweep last time we saw them? Oof, that was a major comeback from them.
Yeah, it really was a fantastic series, actually, and from some of the interviews we've seen, one of the best moments in those players' minds as well that they've had in Gears Esports so far. So, yep, they won't be obviously able to recreate that moment, given that we're in a single bracket rather than a double elim this time around, but maybe we'll make their way through that championship bracket to the final.
Something cheeky maybe later on. We'll find out. Summons gets the down. He's going to get the kill on Crack. Another player on the corner. Can Summons get 2? No, shut down by Average. Now a 1v1 for Explosive. They're going to back up. 2v1 actually. Explosive gets the first down. That area is blocked off. Now Boltok in his hand. Going to look for a headshot, but not going to get it. So good job by Explosive. That area was cut off on the inside. He gets the kill. They get the hills. UYU in control early.
That loadout Boltok being a bit more, I say meta, I guess, here in Mexico. A lot of teams picking it up. Some teams actually that were not playing with it before, definitely starting to use it. They've seen the power that it can bring. Now Adver's on the push on the flank here. He's able to get a kill. He just get a good spread here. Just take out Praise. Now looking for Explosive. Explosives gets a great incendiary. Actually gets the double kill here. Explosives does have Reflame in front of him though.
Like my Adver's, well done, sir. Up air in the corner, Reflame gets the kill. He's full red. Got a teammate next to him, though. They're going to 2v1. They can stay at a good range here and not let that happen. Not let a 2v1 happen. They're going to trade out, so at least they get the kill. Back around now. Pistol's going to be out for Cardia. He's shooting. He's going to go down, actually, to UYU. So back and forth we go. We see numbers again moving towards the middle of the map. A lead for UYU. That lead will be diminishing if the E hill can be captured by a straw.
Here comes the push now. You see Explosive. He's going to back off. Kraken Adverse just pushing up with those flashbangs. The flashbangs are thrown back in. Retribution here is Explosives. Just trying to find a way through. They're trading damage. They're back and forth. They're body blocking for one another. Trying to keep themselves alive. And Summons, he finds that first kill. So now it's a 3v2 situation. UIU trying their best to push through. As you said, a neutral hill still up for grabs, still to play for. Neither team can really back off from this fight, and you see Mental getting across from the other side now. It is going to be UYU opening up. They are going to get this neutral hill cap, and they should be able to lock themselves in for a round here if they can just keep this double cap.
Yeah, healthy point lead. They're going to be at the point very shortly where that one hill will gain them the victory. 3-2 currently on the score for in favor of UYU. Look at me, the 4-2.
What
Nice
an
job.
incent.
Fiercely throwing the flame in the fire. Gets the kill, but isn't enough to maybe break some ice here over towards the neutral hill. 2-13 and counting for UYU. Fiercely needs to do a little bit more. Has 2 players bearing down upon him. And that's going to be Praise getting the kill. Praise gets another down. UYU cleaning them up now. Reflame has to go big here. And Crack as well if they're going to have any chance to come back. But we're at a 228 to 170 score. 2 hills to 1 UYU. I do not know through if there's even enough time.
I don't think there is here. Reflame, he's trying to make the most of it though. Just get that kill on Praise. Praise had a great double kill. Oh, that's not what you want. Crack does fall, Reflame's going to fall, and that pretty much solidifies this one for UYU. The elimination victory comes in, and now they're on map point.
2 straight rounds for UYU map points. And now they're looking to be in form. You know, a little bit of a slower start for them. They're coming back on their best map they have on the circuit.
Explosive getting a little bit fired up there in that middle seat.
He's ready this weekend. I talked to him yesterday. I saw him today. He literally told me yesterday, he says, I'm ready to go to war.
To war.
To war. I saw in his eyes, too. I took a step back. I'm like, not with me, brother.
No, you do right.
I got a cast tomorrow. I'll be touching me right now.
It's very true. It's very true. Well, they are performing so far. They're looking pretty strong at UYU. Estral, they've got a big comeback to come through. If they want to win this first map, it's going to be a big reverse sweep if it does come through.
They came back in the first half, so maybe they can do it again. It never count them out, especially in their home country.
Oh, that's for
I
sure.
would like to see the crowd get a little more animated, get maybe behind the boys, but it's neither here nor there.
It's true. We'll see it. We'll get it. It's only early in
They
this
win another
tournament.
round, they're going to get up.
I bet so.
Bull tuck out in the hands of Adverse. Has to hit one more shot to get the down or the headshot. Not going to do it now. Wants to push up on Praise. Get a little cheeky there, but he does get shut down by that UYU squad. Team fire so good. 2 kills going out for them in favor of UYU. And right now through for Straw, you got to kind of back up a little bit, wait for a better moment. You don't want to push too hard here.
That's it. Reflame just push a little
maybe
bit
you
hard,
do.
but
Yeah,
he gets the flashbang out. He gets the kill out, right? He's looking to try and make plays for his team, but UIU, they are slaying out here. They honestly are. They're definitely the better team in that category right now. Estral, they need to step it up a little bit here. They need to try and find some control on this map. Solars, he's going to get pushed fiercely, trying to be the one to maybe get his team a little bit fired up here.
Yep, and we got Crack. You look at the respawn pool. Only 1 respawn left for the game, so he definitely has to value his life compared to the rest of the players. 3, 4, 4, 2. So for Crack, not be on that front line of the game.
That's it. That's it indeed. Bush is coming down below. Look at Summons cleaning up.
A lot of red on my screen right now. That's going to be the team of UIU just shutting them down. It looks like they're playing with confidence. Snapping next and cashing checks. They're going to move over now to get that triple cap domination. Don't see anybody that can potentially stop this. And it's going to be over for UIU unless it can be a Straw coming back here. No, they're going to get in the hill though. Look at the touch. Crack does get the kill. And they momentarily hold out here through. And they come back and continue to prolong this round.
Yeah, that was right on the wire there. Estral with a great defense coming off spawn, managed to get those kills. Mental though, he's played a little bit cheeky here. He's going to get the decap on the D hill. He does have 4 members of Estral to contend with. I don't think this is going to be anything in terms of a triple cap, but just trying to delay some time. And now Praise in the same situation, this time fiercely. He's going to check that spot, make sure no one else is sneaking behind them.
Yeah, Praise wisely backs up and not wanting to risk his life. Now, I don't think he can get out of here. Can he get a kill though? At least trade a 1-for-1 and 2-on-1 advantage, moving around, looking for that 1 shot. Wrap around the corner, does get the 1. If he gets the 2, I'm going to go nuts here. Over the cover, he does go down, but in that moment there, a 2-on-1, you can't allow him to even get that 1 kill. Still, Straw coming back on the kill feed, looking for one more chance to potentially force another round.
Mental having to back all the way into spawn now, and this is pretty much a last-ditch defense here from UIU as they're getting pushed so far back. Estral, all steam ahead. They've got to push, you know, we heard on the analyst disc, we said, they're an aggressive team. We can see it here. Crack, he's out though. We've got to look at that. It is a 4v5 situation. Looks like Reflame as well. He's going to get taken out as well, so now this is probably going to be it for Estral as UIU. They're trying to tighten that vice, trying to close this out now.
Nothing they can do. It's going to be UYU taking map number 1 here on our Friday Years at War Mexico event.
Well, we said they were a good exhibit team. They've just proven it to the world, proven it to Mexico, that yes, they are indeed one of the best teams on this map.
You got to start banning that map. I know last time they played on Vascar, they didn't do so well for a Straw either, but I still am always in favor of banning the best map of your opponent. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that, especially when, you know, your opponent is that damn good.
Yeah, they do not lose that map. They were 2-2, and then from there they kind of just ran away with it, and they take map number 1. I see a little energy here from a Straw. They look kind of, you know, like maybe they're sleeping a little bit still.
Maybe. It's been a while since they finished off that first game, right? They've had a little bit of a break, perhaps some food. So slowing down a little bit. We'll see. They got at least one more map to try and get themselves back into this. Maybe even make it to that 3rd map as well.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Silent definitely a better chance for them. They're an aggressive team, so very possible for them that they get a little momentum going. They can come out there, Asylum, a map that UYU struggled on a couple times. You know, we've seen in the past. So maybe they can come out here and make it a 1-1 and force a map number 3.
Let's have a look at some highlights from this first match, though. And have a look at Summons. Some good plays, actually, as we thought, okay, maybe this is going to be a close one. Not quite as close as we expected it to be. Didn't get to that round 9 just yet. But definitely some good plays from both teams, and they'll be excited about this next map, Asylum.
Yeah, we saw a lot of kills come in waves, too. You know, kind of 1 kill led to 2, 2 led to 3, and from there, you know, took the hill control, push over. You see here, UYU, they're very, very good, maybe the best in the game at using their numbers and taking that advantage and not letting that other team come back.
Yep, seeing Solars there, holding that single-digit deaths, actually fiercely as well, 14 and 8. They're both up top, though, I guess, so that's to be expected. But Explosives leading the team, 30 eliminations to his name, 10
Plus
deaths.
20.
Yeah,
on the plus side, so
you want to keep repeating that one. That's for sure.
Definitely a good map for UYU. Can they continue it? Can they move on and take out, for the first time this weekend, a Latin American team?
Well, it'd be the first time we see it on stream. It'd be the first time, I'm not sure, in the venue. We've definitely had some open bracket teams falling, so that's obviously a lie. But
yeah.
we
on the
will
big stage, though.
Yeah, on the main stage, LATAM has been dominant. This one, though, looks like North America. They're in the advantageous spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd behind the straw. So, again, if they can just get that little bit of momentum, a round win, a map win, anything to get that crowd back into it, it would be a great chance for them to come back and force on map number 3, Asylum. It's going to be a good map, I think. I think it'll be a bit closer than Exhibit. Even though we had a 2-2 Exhibit going into the second half, I think Asylum could be a bit closer, especially since we've seen the struggles from UYU. We're already going to bounce right into it. It's UYU versus Strahl, map number 2, fiercely on board, capping that home hill. Can they come back and force on map number 3?
Let's have a look, I guess. Let's get into this. Let's have a look at Asylum.
No time to wait.
Exactly. Both teams having played this already this weekend. We saw UYU. They beat Fire and Ice 5-1 on this map. On the other hand, though, Estral, they managed to win 5-3. It was a close affair, but both teams managed to find wins. One team's going to lose this time around. Let's see who it's going to be.
All right, we're seeing the kills already going out. Big fight happening at the B Hill. Mental now on the flank, looking to get that up A, looking to get that shot. He's going to get it off. Movement, good shots are good. UYU early advantage. They're going to control A. They're going to control B. See numbers here on the respawn coming out for a Strahl. Nothing yet, though. They're not pushing in any direction just yet. They're kind of content to hold that home hill until the 2 other players come off respawn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just get your backup in place before you start to make any kind of brazen pushes.
Yeah, it's something we see from a lot of amateur teams. You want to wait for your reinforcements. You don't want to push in there, especially against UYU. So good with that wolf packing mentality. You want to wait to get full numbers in your favor before you push in, try to go for a retake.
Yep.
As well as those flashbangs as well.
That's it. That's it. They're always useful, right? This is a good setup actually here from UYU. We see Mental just holding that middle pocket, offers so many angles. You can obviously fire down to where Cardi is at and try and stop this rails push, but you can also fire up towards the bridge and support your home hill player. So fantastic place to hold. We are going to see the push come in though.
Train coming through, got the tracks, the train's coming through, but Mental does pick up the kill on Cardia. Now he's trapped behind that train for the moment. It's going to be UYU still holding 2 hills to run control. Praise gets the first one, looking for the second one. Mental with the down. Great team fire. They control 2 hills again. Fiercely looking for a kill, picks it up, but more fire coming this direction from UYU, not letting any of these players on a straw breathe for a second.
I've been impressed so far with Fiercely's aggression here. He's not a scared chap, is he? He's going to go for it against pretty much anyone who's in front of him, and I like that play. His team were down and out.
Scared,
yeah, you got to push forward if your team needs you.
And when you speak to them, I mean, these UYU guys, not a lot of people are crazy about playing them this early, but this is a strong team. They want to prove that they're a legit team. They want to play them early. They want to show up early here on Friday. So far, so good for UYU. A missed roll by Cardia. Did not have his ticket for that train ride, so he got taken off the map. Just like that, UYU wins off 1 hill, 242. Unless a miracle can happen here for the squad of Estrella, it's going to be early advantage to UYU.
Yeah, good kill out by Solas just to defend that home hill. Actually, UYU locking in that first round, carrying on that momentum from Exhibit, and they are looking strong. Actually, they are looking very, very good here on Asylum.
Yeah, I expect some utility grenades to go out here, potentially pistols. But something we also see on this map a lot is that drop shot getting played. So I think if we see a 2-0 UYU right now, I think drop shot's going to go down for Estrella. So let's follow along here, see what happens.
That's it, right? The shot grenades usually come in support as well.
Shot grenades, yeah.
We see that big fight up top.
I plan on seeing a drop shot though. Before the map is over,
yeah, I
plan on seeing a drop. Which
Keep
I don't
an eye
mind because it's great for a retake and to hold that B hill for sure.
But from who? From Estral? From UYU? That's the question, right? We'll see.
Question mark right now.
Let's have a look at this opening fight then. Explosives going to be the one pushing up here. Just trying to get a bit of an angle here on Estral Esports. Cardia directly opposite, and this is pretty much stalemate. You can see that UYU, they've got control of that middle again, so just opening a few little advantages there, but Explosives going to back off here. Estral, they've got control of that top mid bridge, so have a few more shots as well. So.
Yeah, and this is a map Explosive likes to kind of roam that middle area, get those marks out, put some shots in for his teammates. He's very good at that, very good at calling the shots and putting out shots as well.
And that's a big kill up top. So you're going to see actually Estral, they should push towards this B hill now. You can see on the minimap actually, Estral, they're going to get control. UYU, they have to back off. Fiercely won that 1v1 up top. The threat basically was that the C hill would have gone in Estral's favor. So good rotation from UYU. They decided that they will change pace, change location, go fight that bridge instead. And it has paid out here.
But if you see what just happened there, I mean, two 2v1s essentially there for UYU. It was Estral not grouped up together. There was 2-on-2, and then you know they took their fights, I think, completely wrong in my opinion.
It's all about allocation, right? It's all about allocation and numbers. In that case, UIU, they nailed it.
For sure, they come through. Summons and Praise picking up some kills there. Adverse with the return. Shots are still coming up in the B-Hill. 2-on-2. Adverse picks up one. Can they neutralize Praise? Now they do. Great job by Cardia not letting Adverse die there. And they're going to cap up the B-Hill. 2 hills to 1. You see they have control of that neutral hill as well as the map. Pretty well laid out across the map here, across that middle. It's a hole. Do they want to push forward? Do they want to get aggressive? Crack says, yes, we do. Now we don't. Now we're going to back up. It's in between a rock and a hard place, but does get the kill, does get the up A, and now it's going to be a straw pushing forward, trying to capture this hill and shut this round down.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of it so far. They managed to get that kill. The down comes on Explosive and Estral Esports. They're looking to lock it in. They do get the round. They tie it up, one apiece.
They hold that doorway, shutting it down. You will not come into our house.
That's it. That's exactly what you want. And the crowd getting behind them a little bit here.
A little bit of cheers there.
Yeah, I like to
One
hear
more round,
it.
they're going to get up there, I think.
Adverse, 11 eliminations
No
already.
drop shot yet.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
Smokes first.
More utility, for sure.
Mental.
I plan on seeing potentially a Boltox here at some point as well. Maybe in the hands of Summons.
Just to help out on that top 5.
Yeah, no, I mean,
it
it helps out in every fight. I mean, if you can put one shot with the Boltox into a team fight, you can swing it in your favor, put the numbers in your favor. We see it so many times here on the pro circuit. Might see it again today. Overhead map is up, though. Numbers are even, 2 on one side, 3-on-3 on the other. We're on board here with Mental.
A little bit of a change in pace here as well. Estral going very aggressive into that mid room, just trying to hold that out, trying to cut Mental out. But UIU, they've changed pace as well. They're going to go to the back. That's a lovely headshot. Dirty.
It's a wrap shot from Solar, shutting them down. Now Praise and Explosive getting on the kill party. UIU, they're pushing the line. They're pushing forward. They're going to back up now, cap that B-Hill out. Explosive smells blood in the water. The shark is coming through. Maybe a triple cap potentially coming out here for UIU. They're not going to wait any longer. They're going to push in. Estrella backing up. Numbers are getting back off the respawn. Can they hold this T-Hill?
Bit of deja vu actually here. Exactly the same situation we just saw in that last round. This time around though, UIU, they're going to respect Estral Esports coming off that spawn. They're going to back up. They're going to hold their double cap. And they're going to try and defend this.
Yeah, I mean, they did good in round number 1 where they kind of held that setup. So maybe a plan here for UIU is to hold those setups. They know Estrella's a very aggressive team. They can string kills together at any moment. They don't want to kind of give up that advantage, you know, haphazardly. So good job by UIU backing up. They have the point lead, almost doubling up Estrella. And can they hold it here for another round victory? We shall see. Slowing down. Reflame rocking that Rex skin. Maybe a little disrespect towards the UIU boys.
Just a little.
Knowing how they played recently against them, kind of, or maybe getting their heads. But UIU composed as ever.
Yeah, that's it, right? I mean, Reflame, just try and get that decap, but went to help his teammates out in the end. Mental's coming behind them as well. This is not great for Estral. They're going to get pincered here. Adverse doing his best. He's going to try and defend this push, but Mental, he knows better. He knows not to push too far.
Mental
They're going to go back to this double cap.
Where we know we're playing with the updated shotgun now, the jib range and the poke range, a little bit different than we've seen back in San Diego. And it looks like Mental's already picked up on that range. He's just playing at a perfect range where he can get those shots, get those downs, not put himself in a position to get that one-shot death on him. Good job by him early on here, and that's a scary sight. If Mental's going off early, the UIU boys, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not at all. Explosive's getting some good downs here. His teammates firing for him. Mental's going to get killed by the train, but it shouldn't matter too much. You see Praise, he's going to kick it up. Yeah, this should be round UIU here. They're going to lock in this B-Hill. Solar's making that push across on Cardia as well. In fact, defending the home hill on Cardia. Elimination victory going to come in. UIU getting the advantage.
All right, here we go. Prediction number 1 of the weekend. Drop shot going down.
Right now?
Right now.
Where? Top bridge?
Yeah, I think it's up top.
Top bridge.
Yeah.
Feasley's been doing well up there, so it'd be good to see him, you know, getting involved in a few more fights.
If he wins that fight, then he's going to get control of that weapon.
Especially with the team in his
back. You don't want to get 3-1. I mean, right now it's 2-1. You want to kind of neutralize that. It gets to 3-1 UIU. It's a bit of a lead. I mean, they can kind of change rounds from there. You see both players, both teams on the main stage here. Beautiful Mexico City. The food is great. The atmosphere is great. The crowd is great. We're all great here. We're having a great time. UIU currently up 2-1 in rounds. We're curious to see how they're doing, what kind of communication they got going on. We're going to go ahead, kick it over to Astro Listen-In with UIU.
Flame out! Yo, you can shoot him! You can shoot him! You can shoot him! To the match! spot. He can't sit there. We can show bud. They're fighting mid. Everyone's short. They'll stay alive. Everyone's still alive. We should leave B. The mid right now. The mid right now hurt. I trust from mid. No, 3 of these. Go look at the hill. Keep shooting the hill. I'm in nades.
Fully B right now. I'm not kidding. Fully B. Fully B. He's already reflamed. Down. Mago was shot in Mago. I promise you.
I had to reload. 3. They're gonna jump out. Still 3 nades.
Mago was shot.
Mago shot. Already we. You make it.
No.
Alex. No, Alex, right there. Tell us if we need a hold, bro. Quite simply. Just let us know if we need a hold.
Look at the pop B.
We heard the passion from UIU praised. When he's laughing, that's a bad sign. You know, explosive, the general calling out the shots, but in the end, it's still a straw that comes back, gets the kills, and UIU a little bit out of position there. They're not in a position to get a decap on any of those hills, and tied up again 2-2 at the half. Last time we saw UIU pull away here. Can they do it again? Drop's not out. I was wrong, by the way. So 0-1 me.
That's fine. We'll keep an eye on it. Kind of interesting to hear that listening for me. I mean, last time San Diego, the listening that we had with you know the ex Ash's Army team, we'll put it was a bit, you know, it was a bit fiery, we'll say. This time around, UIU, even on the losing end of that round, definitely a bit more composed. Gilbert obviously leading their squad. And should be a pretty good second half here as we get into it.
And I love to have the end of the round. You know, they didn't get upset, but Gilbert kind of mentioned the summons. They let us know. So going forward in this match, you know, improve on what you did wrong that round. Don't get upset and start putting things down. Just do what you can do. Come back now going forward 2-2. We're all not enough.
So obviously the ring's changing places here now. We've got this neutral hill up on the bridge. This is where things get a little bit close quarters, right?
Especially with that fire going out. You have to cut up those angles. Looks like it's going to be UIU in position. Nice shots coming out from Solars. He gets flash banged out, but Mental going to get the down as well. Chain revives coming in. Now pushing forward to UIU. They're going to get 1. Looking for 2. They get another down. Full pack mentality for UIU. 1 more kill potentially on the horizon as Cardia in between the rock and a hard place. You see them switching in and out with each other. Chemistry so good for UIU. They're not going to lose that numbers fight that's in their favor most of the time.
Yeah, kind of a bit of a brave push there from Cardia going 1v3, but we are going to see Reflame come in for the break now. It's a good break. Explosives pushing forwards as well. Teams just going back and forth now, right? Just trying to defend this hill.
And we're in that moment now for UIU. Do we stay or do we go? If they want to stay, hopping over cover, Brace chunks that guy. 3 players on the hill. Here comes the straw, but UIU going to hold that line one more time and go up 3-2.
Solid round there. Great fights from pretty much all angles, right? We saw Explosives making use of all the weaponry in his arsenal. He's picking up that pistol and just blasting away. So many downs coming in on that top bridge. It's so hard to be playing. You know, you're trying to fight that 2v3 whilst also trying to revive your teammate. It's a difficult task against any team, not just this team.
Just better, more composure up top from the UIU boys that time.
Exactly that.
Strahl, though, one more time. Coming over to round number 6. Weapon placement's going down. What are we going to see from the boys from Latin America? The current number 1 team in Latin America. I keep saying it, but because we're so used to that former Ghost Gaming squad, the Pittsburgh Knight squad, being on top, and Strahl really in San Diego and even in the Pro League kind of cemented that spot currently. And coming to the event, that's one thing I want to talk about as well. Back in San Diego, nobody expected them to make it as far as they did. Now the pressure's on them to perform at LAN, to continue, that kind of play style and that kind of gameplay to kind of be a top team. Can they come through and do that? They're getting an early test versus UIU.
It is a test indeed. It's a difficult test at that. Adverse trying to push up. We do see the shocks come in. We see the incendiaries come in. Adverse.
Oh, again, Adverse.
He's getting burnt up to a crisp. Cardia. He's making a nice little flank as well as he's trying to just find a way through. He's going to get shot though. He's going to get found out by Praise in that mid route. And now we are going to see Estral just rotating around, trying to defend this E-hill. But it's all UIU really. Yeah. They've got complete control up top.
Kind of got to wait for your moment. Now they're going to try to take pocket 2. Nice 2v1 there. Nice shots going out. Strahl got the hill control, and we're going to see UIU maybe back up here, make the rotations over towards that neutral hill. On board now with cracking up here in the corner. Shut Mental down. Now teammates are going to come over for the support. It's going to be Reflame getting the down, the cleanup by Crack, the miss roll, but looking behind him again. Numbers are in their favor. Estral, 1, 2, potentially a third hill on the horizon. Solar's looking to shut it down, but he's not going to do that. Estral, 3 of 2 downs. D-Hill going to be decapped, though, by the UYU boys.
Yeah, someone's just slipping the net there, just stopping that domination ever so, well, close to the wire, essentially.
No surprise there.
He's going to get paid for it with his life, but perhaps he's, you know, given his team a new life in this round. We are going to see the rotation come around from Praise, just trying to make sure he's not getting caught out, pincing himself. Explosives, he's got himself a 1v1 against Crack now. The flashbang's going to go out. Trying to get that cap. Look at the points, though. 100-point lead already for Estral. This is fantastic.
Yep, kills are going their way too. Now, if you're UIU, you don't want to waste too many resources here, so still come back. Rotations are in for Strahl. 2 hills to 1, a healthy point lead. Explosive does get the decap over on the D-Hill. So only E control by Estral. Numbers are going back towards the D-Hill in their favor, though. It's going to be Adverse picking up a down. Now 2 downs. Kills in their favor. Estral stringing kills together, putting hills together, and looking to come back and knot it up at 3 for UYU. Maybe one potential last push. Try and shut this down. Mental does get 1. Shut down right after. Here comes Estral. A 2v1. Numbers are in their favor. Summons backing up. Has to get 2 kills. Not going to do it. Estral looking good here through, I think it's all she wrote, on round number 6. They do tie it up.
Tie up indeed. I like that last push actually from Estral. They decided to send 2 through the middle, 3 up the top. And I thought to myself, oh, maybe they'll just put all through, you know, all 5 through the mid and just go for that home hill. But no, they decided to, you know, split their eggs basically. Don't put them all in one basket. In the end, they win both fights. But even if they'd only won 1, they would have still won that round. Great play by Estral, locking it back up at 3-3. Now, well, it's all to play for.
Yeah, big round coming up. It sounds obvious, but 4-3 either way. Especially in UIU. If you get on the map point, that's really what you want to avoid if you're Estral.
Having a look at those weapon placements, obviously we missed last round. The Boltok went down on the Swarm side. We had some extra utility come round on the Cog load out there, but now Shocks and Sentries on the map. Very grenade heavy this matchup now. No drop shot just yet. But
yeah, I was hoping for it early, but
we may see it. Still.
They might have hurt me.
Shock's going to go out now. Adver's going to push up. He has got Crack in backup, but that's a good shot grenade actually. There's the Boltok headshot as well coming out. Now looking for his second.
Oh, from somewhere Explosive does get the instant, and now they're going to try to use the number over the top. It's going to be 1 shot for Reflame, but not going to connect. Can he save his boy Crack down? I don't think so. Now wants to back up and head for higher ground as Crack is going to fall. Still, though, Reflame putting in shots, putting in damage at least, but not going to be enough to hold up the push off the respawn. And Estral Esports trying to group up their numbers now and retake this neutral hill if they can.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of underestimation in Estral's point there. They got that first kill and thought, okay, maybe UIU is going to wait for that spawn to come up, but no. Went straight in that 3v4 situation. They fought it out. And, well, here we are, UIU on the advantage. Explosives gets another kill. Trying to find another one as well. He's going to dive through here.
It's all blue right now. They take control and they get those kills, and they're probably going to push over here towards the F-Hill, already in position. UIU, 3-3 is the score. Looking to make it a 4-3 going into our next round. Cardi off respawn, 3 players from UIU already in position. They're capping the hill. Countdown in, nobody in position. 4-3 UIU. Map and match point coming up.
Now it's time for UIU to try and make that statement. The 2-0 on the first day against that #1 LATAM team. It's going to be a big statement if they manage to make it. Estral, though, they've got it in them to come back into this one. They only need 2 rounds. It's not out of the question for them just yet. We're gonna go into it. We're gonna have definitely a fiery next round. Hopefully a next fiery 2, because I'd love to see a round 9 in this matchup.
1 round at a time. Gotta get 2 in a row. Flames are down, Shocks are down. We got Disable on the inside. We see here's Adverse. He's stunned up, looking around. Does get the Boltok kill. Cleans him up, but from there, it was kind of all downhill for that squad. They're not able to do anything with that.
Here's that incendiary from down low, actually. Explosive just making that rotation, finding an angle.
But a Street Fighter play there, a little bit of a Ryu fireball coming at him. The initial is so crucial here, Pro.
Yep.
Especially if you're a Straw. You don't want to lose numbers early, and it's going to be a good start. Looks like they're going to get it down, Solars. And a nice cleanup there from Adverse on Solar. So numbers advantage for a Straw. Flashes and Shocks are coming out. They cannot cap that hill just yet, because he will go down. So good job by UYU. Now they have a flank coming. Do they see it? They do. Praise turns around. So does Mental. And they shut that player down. Meanwhile, up top, here comes Crack in the back. There's a double kill for Crack. Advantage is strong.
Yep. And if I know Estral, they will push on this with all they've got right now. They're going to try and fight this out. Crack looking for that steam train. Doesn't manage to get it. Going to pay for his life. No. The revive comes in. Fiercely's there, supporting away. Another flash Flashbang goes down. Mental does get one, though, and this is UIU trying to defend. They've got
one.
Crack gets one. Can he get another?
They need to close it out now. Taken down by UIU. Mental Soars. They come up with some big downs there. Straw threw so aggressive. They wanted to shut it down right there.
Perhaps too aggressive.
But now the question is, yeah, were they too aggressive there? Did they push forward a little too much?
So much damage coming down here. Adverse getting dropped so low. Coming back up now. Gets that Lancer. We are going to see Solas get taken out here, actually. Fiercely is the one to do that, but the shot grenade comes in once again. Beautiful placements, actually, from UIU on these shot grenades this round, but round advantage still towards Estral Esports with that point lead.
They've taken down Explosive, the leader, the shot caller. He's on the respawn right now. Neutral Hill still not capped up, but you see a healthy point lead, 130-78 for Straw. Got things in control. Use your numbers. Mark them out. Get that cross. Right now, the round is in your hands.
Yep, definitely. So you see
Can
Praise.
you close it out is the question.
It's a big question, right? It is a big question. One misplaced flashbang could be the end of it. Explosives, once again, finding the down on Fiercely. Crack's going to push
double
up.
down.
Double down here. Summons falls. Mental falls. We are going to see Mental get taken out, but Adverse get traded. The revive does come in as well, and now UIU trying to lock in that E-Hill. Flashbang's in. We are going to see push from Crack, just trying to get the toe in, just to stop the cap straight away. The domination is ticking. We are seeing Praise get a fantastic kill here on Reflame. He will get taken out. D-Hill will go back to Estral for the time being, but what a play from UIU to take all the hills there.
Double down the corner, they come through. Wolfpack it again, get those revives out, get those kills. They got control. D-Hill is capped up by a Straw. They're all respawn. They have another shot here to contest this neutral hill. Numbers are coming out.
That break is crucial. You see the neutral hill got decapped just in time, just before UIU took that point lead, and now Estral, that's a headshot and a half on Summons. Estral, they are just trying to lock this in. If they get this, we may be going to a round 9.
Yeah, they're pushed up here, but is usually going to be able to make sure Mental does not get those mental kills we're so used to seeing. UIU on the back foot now, 0 respawns for Solar. So if he dies here, he is out for this round. It could be a great job by Estrell to neutralize him right now. Yep. Things are looking good though for the boys from Latin America. Mental comes up and gets the 1, cannot get the 2. Cap still going out for Estrell, Summons, and company going to back up there. And if for Crack, you're just pack it up.
Look at UIU though. Look at UIU. See the mini-map. They have someone in the middle. There was a chance there for the rotation to come through to D.
Oh, no.
I think it's going to happen. Whilst they're fighting up here, UIU, they're going to look in this E-Hill, but got to be careful behind them. Praised. Is he going to get the kill? Is he able to go through and get that decap? I'm not too sure.
Maybe a misstep for Straw. They had the numbers. They had the advantage. They kind of gave it away to UIU. And here comes the shot going out. Downs coming out for UIU. The kills are coming out. They have the F-Hill. They have the E-Hill. They're decapping the D-Hill. Can anybody from Straw even get a touch here? It's not going to matter. It's going to be UIU clutching up on day number 1. And man, what a start for the former champs. Looking to be in prime form here on Friday.
Hey, we questioned them. We said this was going to be a close matchup. Everyone predicting that match 3 between them, that map 3, sorry. Well, we're not going to see it here today. 2-0 UIU. They're looking on 4.
They're looking proper right now, shutting down Latin America for the first time. And going into tomorrow, they are going to be primed and ready to retake that top spot.
Definitely so. For me, that last round, Estral, they had the chance, they had the opportunity, they were making a good game of it, to be honest. They were looking pretty strong, but UIU, they come back with a fantastic push on all fronts in the end. Well, what can you say about that? That was fantastic.
UIU do? Forget it. Scratch that one. Yeah. No, but the team pushes at the end. Those crucial moments, UIU, the chemistry they've had for so long, maybe a little too much for Estrell to kind of overcome.
Yeah, definitely so. They were definitely a tough opposition. I'm sure they'll match up at some point later in the day. Obviously, we've got a lot of matches, a lot of days coming up yet. It's going to be a good weekend of Gears.
I'm excited. That was only day number 1 for us. We'll be back tomorrow with more Gears action. But right now, let's go ahead and send it back over to the analyst desk, to our experts, and see what they thought about that match.
Thanks, guys. And hashtag Team Brian, we did it. 2-0 UIU. There they are, and they're ready to go.
Another victim on the revenge tour of UIU. First, it was Fire and Ice. Now it's their counterparts in the Latin American region. Estral goes down 2-0. UIU looking strong.
Did you create that phrase, the hashtag revenge tour for UIU?
Kind of. I've kind of heard something like that being thrown around. But yeah, to me, that's kind of the best way to put it. You got to imagine they're tired of hearing it, right? We keep talking about reciprocity. We talk about the fact that they got their worst placing in San Diego. So they're going to come back with more motivation than ever. Keep in mind, this team has never lost back-to-back events since creating the team originally.
Yeah, this would be the first time, and right now they look like they don't want that to happen.
Yeah, you know what I love about UIU is they really bring out those domination wins during those rounds.
They
and
can
those
do
are
it
some really fun wins for sure. And right here on our last map here on Asylum, we saw some of that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the map that we thought if it was going to go to a tiebreaker. This was going to be the map that Estral had to win. Of course, we always kind of give the nod to UIU on exhibit. My favorite player on the map, the Train, getting involved in the kill feed, grabbing that kill. And like I said, UIU just did a much better job, like I said, of wolf packing, playing together, and finishing off those team fights. We're still not seeing Estral finish off these fights that we're used to seeing from them.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what was the main point of this map. There was so many fights where Estral did have the advantage, especially over at that E-Hill, but they weren't able to use their utility good enough. And honestly, it's cool seeing UIU have that mastery over on another map other than Exhibit. You know, they won map 1 in the Exhibit, something we expected. They were the best team on that map for a long time now, especially online. But for them to come over from Asylum, win 5-3, some of those rounds were close. But for them to do that is just showing that they're in form. I don't think these other pro teams will allow them to go to Exhibit, though. Like, for example, if Reciprocity does match up later on in this bracket against UIU, we will not see Exhibit. They won't allow that map to go through.
Yeah, Rec bans it every single time. And I mean, honestly, any team should ban it against them. But some teams have their auto bans that they're too scared to take out of the rotation. So a lot of teams, unfortunately, do let it through. And like I said, UIU, when it comes to Exhibit, is just a different level. So to me, if teams continue to let that map through, they're going to almost have an automatic W coming into it.
Oh, dang. Well, the thing I've noticed with Astral and just in Latin America in general is they really love to hold those 2 hills and play, then just posture up on those and try to get to 250 first if they can't get the elimination win. But going up against a team like UIU, who, like I said, loves to dominate, they're like, we don't want to. We want all 3, and we're going to take you out in a dominant fashion.
Well, the thing that's scary about those 2 hill caps is now you're playing defense, right?
Exactly.
And it's a situation that UIU is prepared for. That's a team that's very practiced. And Coach Ash is one of the most, or if the most winningest coach in esports history. They know how to retake those hills. We saw Explosive throw that incend from the middle lane over onto that top E-hill. That's an incend you won't see other teams be able to execute as well as that. UIU, that's just another day in the office.
Yeah, probably the hardest team ever to kind of play that defense against. They're so good at those retakes. They're so good, like I said, at wolf packing, at approaching those fights together. So a lot of times to beat that team, you have to simply finish the fights off. You cannot, the longer you let them into a round, the harder it gets to beat them.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience.
Literally, I can't tell you how many times we
have
the best setup of all time, and everything's looking great. We had 2 hills, all the points in the world, and that one fight, it's all they need. They need one fight, and they can just wipe you off the map.
Definitely a learning experience for Astral. As they go in, they're going to have one more round to play tomorrow to determine seeding for the champ bracket. But right now, let's go to the floor with Cherrigan to say hello to our winners.
And thank you very much, Lucy. We are right now with Explosive. So, what is it about Exhibit that you like the most that makes you so dominant? Así que primero dominaron en Exhibit y le estamos preguntando qué es lo que más les gusta de este mapa que los hace tan dominantes.
Exhibit is a very close range map. There's a lot of wolf packing involved as well as rotations. And I feel like controlled chaos is kind of like the peak of our team. That's one of our the best things we do. So yeah.
Así que Exhibit es un mapa un poquito más cerrado en donde, bueno, tienden a hacer el packing, tienden a juntarse un poquito más los equipos y a tener batallas de alcance cercano. But Asylum was kind of a different story, maybe a more tough fight for you. So what made the difference?
Asylum is just a bigger map. A lot of Asylum kind of revolves around grenades, especially second half when Shock and Instants are both on the map. It's really just a matter of who executes better, and we ended up getting the best of them.
So, Asylum pues es un mapa un poquito más grande y bueno, ahí las batallas se definen en la segunda parte, sobre todo ahí con las entradas, con las granadas. Y bueno, al final él dice que el que ejecuta mejor es el que termina ganando. So, final question. Is the king back in the game?
We never left.
There you have it, guys. El rey nunca se fue. Está de vuelta aquí en el mayor de la Ciudad de México. And now we are going back to you guys at the analyst desk.
Thanks, Jurgen. Explosive always great with those one-liners, right? They just hit, like, we never left. We just went to the restroom for a hot second.
He was ready for that.
Oh, so you already know he was waiting for that question to be asked. He's in his bedroom. He was ready. He looked in the mirror, and he's ready to say, no, we never left.
Yeah, but can we get a shout-out, though, to Jurgen? Because, man, that woman has given us the answers twice, English and in Spanish, and she's saying, asking the questions twice. So kudos there, Hypes in chat, because she's working hard for y'all, all right? Because we're here in Mexico City for the first Gears 5 Mexico City LAN, and it's fantastic already. Day number 1, the crowd is loving it. We've gotten, as Deluxe had said, this was the first non-Mexican team, non-LATAM team to win on stage so far.
Yes.
And so with that, how about we go ahead and check out the results for this grouping that has concluded. Ooh, look at that.
All right, so big one I'm seeing is Rebel versus Fire and Ice. So not only did Estral lose, but another Latin American dominant team losing to Rebel. Rebel was down 4-0 on the first map, was able to bring it back 5-4. We talked about that team having players that should be considered pros that aren't in the Pro League. They're proving that they're here to play this weekend, winning their first match.
And then Fire and Ice, a team that made that roster change and looked so much stronger online with exploits. We were really hoping to see a big showing from them, and there's still plenty of tournament left. But this is a little alarming to see them now drop both matches in a row, especially dropping to a team like Rebel, who a lot of people would say they had the advantage over.
And wait, Obey Alliance, too. I mean, yes, it's encrypted. Yes, this is a team that came out of the Challenger Series. But Obey Alliance was not able to win one singular match in this most recent quarter. For them to come and win a match on LAN, that's got to be a good feeling. I'd rather win on LAN than at home online.
Exactly. The big money's here at LAN. And just to follow up with that, I will say, again, I've been kind of watching when these matches finish up. And that Obey versus Encrypted match, that happened also in a jiffy. So Obey must have found their groove. They're feeling real good right now.
All right. Good for them. Good for them.
All right. Well, those are the standings so far. And coming up, we have our last group of staging, and that is Group B. Their second round of games right here. We're going to be watching Reciprocity versus La Familia on the main stage, guys.
That is going to be such a good matchup. At the San Diego Major, this was the match to determine who got into the grand finals. And Reciprocity, of course, did come out as the victors of that one. But La Familia, another very strong team, a top 4 team at the Major. Can't wait to see these two go at it.
Yeah, this is a rematch. This is something, once again, I love this Swiss group phase because you see these matchups, just like the matchup we just saw. These are high-level elite play matchups that you wouldn't normally see on a Friday. This is a 3-day tournament we have going on, and we're seeing these high-level matches that could end up being a semifinal or even a grand final.
We've gotten bangers all day long. We started the day off. We had Estral in the mix. We had PK versus Rise. We had Estral versus UIU. Now we get Reciprocity versus La Familia. We've been blessed with incredible matches all day long. We never got that on a Friday. Back when we used to have pool play, it used to just be the pro teams beating up the lower ranked teams, getting the AM team involved from open bracket, beating them up, and then worrying about the tournament. Now with this new Swiss phase, we're getting these teams going at it right away, and I just love it.
You got to be ready, right? Because as you're saying, it sounds like maybe some of the teams would even casually stroll into these events, and now they know they got to be on fire and on it when they arrive immediately. They got media day all day yesterday, and then they got to show up with the games. So any last final thoughts so far? I mean, we kind of already really spoke a lot about it, but anything that you haven't been able to say just yet?
Well, just to add on that last point, the fact that these teams are challenging themselves this early in the bracket, as a former pro player, I think what that does is it puts you in a position where you have to adapt throughout the bracket, which means you could come in with your game plan, but that game plan is only going to get you so far. If you can't adapt throughout Saturday and Sunday and get better throughout the weekend, you're not going to be able to win these tournaments. And what that means is the gameplay is going to get better and better. The meta is going to improve throughout the weekend, and that's just such a great format.
And you're forced to make adjustments. We talked earlier. There's no way you can win a tournament without making adjustments along the way. So the fact that you get to play these high-level teams this early in the event is honestly a big advantage. We used to love back in the Envy days when we had the pool of death. We loved that because we'd be tested early. We got our practice early. When you play kind of some lower-ranked teams early on, it almost creates some kind of false confidence, maybe thinking that certain strategies are working, certain maps are working your way. And then when you play the top-ranked teams, it goes a little different. So if I'm one of these teams, I love getting these matches this early.
Fantastic. Well, you guys at home, one more match left for day number 1. We're going to take a quick break, but you guys really don't want to go anywhere because up next, it's the #1 team, our reigning champs, Reciprocity versus La Familia. We'll see you after the break.